Marriage Story is a 2019 comedy drama released on Netflix on December 6th of 2019.
It's not as simple as not being in love anymore.
Eventually, it'll be the two of you having to figure this out. Together.
The film is directed and written by Noah Baumbach and stars Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver. The film follows a couple, Charlie played by Adam Driver and Nicole played by Scarlett Johansson, as they go through the steps of their divorce.
How could you ever say those things about me?
Jay said them about me too. You shouldn't have fired Bert.
I needed my own asshole.
Charlie is a New York theater director bent on keeping Nicole and their son Henry in New York. Nicole is an actress hell-bent on exploring her career independently out in LA. As previously mentioned, the film dissects the steps couples go through in a divorce. It does so with periodical jumps in time, leaving the viewer to interpret time, but sometimes being reminded. This is a couple that deeply loves one another, but simply do not fit together. Despite being in love with one another, their paths are separated, and the more they realize that, the more disaster happens.
He knows it's what you want to hear.
He tells me you're on the phone all the time. You don't even play with him.
Because I'm going through a divorce in LA and trying to direct a play in New York, which closed because I wasn't there.
Noah Baumbach weaves together a fantastic, beautiful story of people.
What I love about Charlie, he loves being a dad. It's almost annoying how much he likes it. He cries easily in movies.
I cried 4 times.
Me too.
These aren't just characters, but feel like living, breathing people. They have their agendas, and sometimes what they do makes complete sense, and sometimes it doesn't. However, it's all built in this almost fairy tale world that Baumbach has crafted. While it can be exceedingly emotional and sad,
Think about being married to you and that woman is a stranger to me. I mean, we had a child's
You've
marriage.
regressed.
it can be as bright and beautiful and wonderful in the story it's telling. Which really comes together with some of the best acting performances you'll see on screen all year.
And I'll never stop loving him, even though it doesn't make sense anymore.
I'll be absolutely stunned if this film doesn't come with multiple Academy nominations, including the 2 leads that absolutely do their finest work to date.
It's not what I want. I mean, it's what I want, but it's what was what's best for him.
Oh, well, I was wondering when you get around to Henry and what he actually wants.
Fuck off.
It would be a shame to go this video and not mention Nerd Talk. Adam Driver, of course, plays Kylo Ren in the new Star Wars franchise, and Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow in the MCU. While both are respectable in their given roles in those movies, it's a shame they don't receive more recognition for roles like Marriage Story. Scenes go on with beautiful back and forth dialogue, which feels as if you're looking into the window of these people's homes. You see these people's lives through their eyes, with all those pauses and faults as previously mentioned. It makes the pain of seeing these two people not work simply that much more painful. And that is love, isn't it? It can be simply joyous when you're in it, but when you're falling out of it, it's complete terror. It's also complicated not only by the wants and desires that Charlie and Nicole have independently, but their son Henry. Henry is just a young boy who wants to have friends and go to school. Not only that, but they're going through a divorce, and that's traumatizing. Baumbach is able to display these difficulties almost theatrically, like a play. It's as beautiful as it is emotionally ripping. The film is also quite funny. No, this isn't a film you're going to be slapping your knee at and hollering.
Dad, you're too far.
I know.
However, it can be a nice breath of fresh air compared to some of the more dramatic sequences.
I'm sorry.
Marriage Story broke my heart.
Life with you was joyless.
What, so then you had to go and fuck someone
You
else?
shouldn't be upset that I fucked her. You should be upset that I had to laugh with her.
Do you love her?
No, but she didn't hate me. You hated me.
We always think when we fall in love, perhaps when we get married, that this is it. This is the rest of the book. Unfortunately for some people, it just isn't. While some marriages end with catastrophic results, some end amicable. To me, sometimes amicable can be just as painful, or even more so. In the case of Marriage Story, you see two people who do truly love each other, just not be able to figure it out. Baumbach weaves this story so neatly that you care about both sides of the story and wish the best for Charlie and Nicole.
We might not need a mediator. We'll just split everything anyway. I don't care.
Me neither.
You can have most of it.
Marriage Story is a new love story for the ages. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and hit that like button. All the support goes a long way. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this movie or what future content you want to see. See ya, tots!